against an Eastern Conference rival, the Miami Heat are ready for this thing to get started. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, introducing the rest of the 2K broadcast team. Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and sideline reporter Doris Burke. A quick check now at the starting five for both teams. And guys, taking a look at Dwayne Wade, what will we see from him?
Yeah, he's a full-court man. What I mean by that is he has no problem just taking the ball coast to coast on the break, sometimes on his own, or, if he prefers finding an open wing runner. Either way, the ability to create easy points for his team.
And that's not all there is to say about him, Steve. I mean, he also is a master of the pick and roll. Get the ball in his hands and set a screen for him, and there will be an easy bucket after it.
Now here's Johnson, following the miss by Chris Bosh. That one goes. Count. Johnson's got the opening basket of the game for the Nets.
That's an efficient start for them offensively, working it inside for the easy 2 points.
Yeah, Clark, I think they can really attack this club in the paint. That's where they can win this game if they dominate there.
Now here's LeBron. The fadeaway. Lopez grabs the board.
Well, LeBron James was probably his best season statistically a year ago. I don't think there's any question about it, guys. I mean, certainly it was his most efficient offensive season. I mean, he had career highs of 56% shooting from the floor and 41% from long range. I don't know if we've seen a player of his size put together those kinds of numbers with the types of shots that he takes. I mean, just absolutely stunning what he did in terms of his efficiency last season.
Here's Wade. The 7-footer falls.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
And here are the Nets. And for LeBron James this season before last, he really focused on scoring in the post, using his size and strength.
And we've seen his field goal percentage climb as a result. The low post work, I think the selection too, he shoots fewer three-pointers but a higher percentage. So now, how do you guard the guy? He's got everything in the package.
Here's Wade after Joe Johnson scored. Wade outside. Knocks down the step-back J. Wade's got his second bucket of the game to go.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
Williams kicks to Pierce. Johnson against Wade, and it's Johnson that time on the assist by Pierce. And it's 6 points for Johnson. The Heat have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Chalmers dishes to Bosh. Trying to find Haslam and gets it to him. Wade passes to Haslam. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Well, really the heart and soul of this Miami team in a lot of ways, Udonis Haslam. Born and raised in Miami. He's played his entire decade-long career with the Heat and just a tough, hard-working guy and a locker room leader.
Miami shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And he knocks down the first one. And back to Haslam. He helped lift the Florida Gators program back to prominence. Took them all the way to the NCAA championship game, playing at center of all positions.
But was really heavy back then at Florida.
He was.
He had to lose a lot of weight before he was ready to play in the NBA. Went to Europe to play first. He's been the heart and soul of the Heat organization ever since.
He's perfect from the line this time.
An up and down season for the Nets last year, and the playoffs were just more of the same. They ended up getting knocked out by the Bulls in the only first-round matchup that went to 7 games.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 6. Comes up empty from 8 feet.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
A nice shot by LeBron. LeBron's got his first points in this one.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
Well, back to the Nets in the playoffs. They lost a game at Barclays early and looked to be on the ropes down 3-1 after 4 games, but they did well just to steal one in Chicago and force a Game 7.
What a strange series that was. The Bulls made that miracle comeback behind Nate Robinson in one game and then ended up going on the road to Brooklyn and winning Game 7. What a disappointment for the Nets in their debut season in Brooklyn.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Williams gets the bucket.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
Bosch heads the pick for James. To the left side wing. Bosch kicks to Chalmers. Lopez with the steal. Here's Johnson. Throws down the breakaway jam.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Yeah, it really does allow your offense to flow better. When you can get out and run and get easy opportunities, then everybody gains confidence.
Here's LeBron following the bucket by the Nets. That misses off the backboard.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just planks the open jumper.
And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's Lopez. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically lay-ins.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
And right from the start, guys, it's apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
You know, one other thing that's clear is how well they're burying their jump shots here in the early going. It seems for the past few years, the only time you heard about Brook Lopez's name was in what the Nets would give up for Dwight Howard. I mean, well, all of that talk goes away now, at least for a minute, because he signed that extension with the Nets. And because of that, I think he was more comfortable, and it showed in his production on the floor.
Boy, nice bucket. They were really playing intelligently here.
And even though the lead's not large, they've definitely got the upper hand.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And for Brook Lopez, a max contract going into last season. It raised some eyebrows for sure, but the way he's elevated his game, it looks like right now at least, he's been worth every penny.
Yeah, I agree with that. First-time All-Star, he improved as a shot blocker and a rebounder. And, you know, I thought he should have got maybe some votes at least for most improved player last season. Big reason why the Nets improved so much.
That's a good point. Garnett against Bosch to end the run, and the layup is up and in. Williams with the ball. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. There are a lot of big names to deal with in this one, but perhaps none bigger than LeBron James. He told me planning for LeBron is a headache because he can do so much on the floor, saying there isn't a hole in his game. The only real way to slow him down is to get him working against himself. Physically, there is no answer for LeBron.
Thanks again, Doris. Here's Johnson after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Johnson against Wade. Johnson kicks to Pierce, just his first attempt. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Great defensive anticipation there to challenge that shooter.
Chalmers dishes to Bosch. Back to Chalmers. Inside. Lopez with the steal. The 15-footer, and he gets it to go. 10 points for Joe Johnson.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
The drive by Wade. Count the bucket.
Everybody on the floor is hot. Incredible stuff here in the early stages.
Tell you what, both teams playing downhill. Who's going to blink first?
Chalmers against Williams. He feeds it to Pierce. From 13 feet, it goes down.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
The Heat trail by 5. LeBron with it. He's picked up by Lopez. LeBron passes to Wade. Shoots the three, and that one's good. James. LeBron's got 5 points so far.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Williams against Chalmers. Williams kicks to Garnett. Good. A nice assist for Williams.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
James dishes to Wade. Haslam a screen on Johnson. Wade drives in. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 10.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Johnson, the pass to Pierce, and the foul on Dwayne Wade. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group in for the Heat. Anderson, he's checked in for Bosch. Battier comes in for Udonis Haslem. Ray Allen is checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Norris Cole in for Mario Chalmers. Terry against James. Terry off the pick from Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Kirilenko connects from three-point range. Kirilenko's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Cole. He's guarded by Williams. And Cole kicks to Battier. Terry against Allen. Pulls it from the elbow. Shot is off. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Williams kicks to Terry. The dish to Kirilenko. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Tries again, and he lays it up and in. Now it's a 7-point Nets lead.
Good glass work there. Rebounds have been a little tough to come by for them in this quarter.
Well, it looks to me like they're still finding their way out there, but it is early.
James against Kirilenko. James kicks to Battier. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Now here's Williams. Right side, Williams. The pass to Evans. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, Deron Williams is so strong and so poised in the post. I'd like to see him down on the block a little bit more often. There are very few point guards in this league who really have the strength to deal with Williams in a post-up situation.
And for Deron Williams, he is very versatile.
Yeah, he can pass it, shoot it, drive it, kills you with the crossover. And he's got excellent size that allows him to back you down, too. He can put you in the washing machine and take you for a spin every now and then.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Williams.
Last season for Deron Williams, his lowest assist per game average since his rookie season, down under 8 a game. One thing he said, he talked about himself being a system player, looking for maybe a more system offense under Jason Kidd now.
James kicks to Anderson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
All of the above.
Here's Williams after the made shot from Anderson. Williams dishes to Kirilenko. He kicks it to Bloch. Tipped away. Stolen by Anderson. LeBron against Evans. LeBron passes to Cole. Here's Battier, and the Heat, another three. And back to that comment from Williams about being a system player. I know he expressed some difficulty going from the flex offense, Clark, that they run in Utah to the system they were running in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I think more of an isolation offense here, and some said he was wasting shot clock time dribbling around, but it may be that he was asked to do more. I mean, Utah has so much movement off the ball. It was more of an equal opportunity type offense that enabled Williams to make the play with the pass as opposed to making it with the dribble, and there is a difference.
And Terry up top, defended by Allen. Williams kicks over to Watch. Battier with the steal. It's Allen with the drive. Double clutches. And the bucket is good. Coming on the layup that time from Cole. And that'll tie this game up.
What an amazing trick shot to confound the defender. Oh, man, that's awesome. He's taking him to school right there.
Williams dishes to Terry. Latrey. The shot is off. Here's Evans. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. And the Nets lead by 2.
And very quickly here in the first quarter, pronounced advantage for them on the glass.
Yeah, that's a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Now here's James. He has 5. Another shot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside. Talking about Chris Anderson, guys, the Birdman. We weren't sure if he was going to be able to fly last season, but he did latch on with a very good Miami Heat team who was in need of some help rebounding, which is his strength. He still can do that and block shots as well.
That free throw, no good. And the Birdman, a fan favorite from his days in Denver. The tattoos, his kinetic style of play, certainly drawing attention.
Well, he's an athletic presence inside at both ends of the floor. Defensively, he can slide his feet and block shots. And offensively, he's a guy who kind of hangs out on the weak side and finishes plays by catching and dunking.
The Heat marched their way to the best record in the league last season, 66-16, and the ability to win on the road, a big part of that league best record.
Now here's Terry, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Poked away, and that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Williams for 3, and it's Miami with the rebound. James outside with 4 seconds on the clock, and that's 2 points on the layup. James has got 7.
What an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender, giving up so much size, there's no way he's going to get a hand on it.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Heat out front. They finish off. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Heat.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
Another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Joe Johnson and Paul Pierce on the wings. Andre Kirilenko is out there with Garnett, and it's Terry in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn, and it's Wade with the jam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. The Heat getting the bucket. Here's the pass to Kirilenko. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, guys, Karolinko took a year off from the NBA in 11-12 to play in his native Russia, and he won the EuroLeague MVP. Also helped Russia bring home the bronze in London, and last season was a key player for Minnesota.
That free throw, no good. And for Karolinko last season, as you mentioned, Clark, a big role for the Timberwolves. Now, Steve, if he can just stay healthy.
Yeah, all those injuries. He missed 18 games last year, but with his defense and his versatility, he helped keep that team afloat.
Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Miami. And the second free throw, good.
You know, part of being a championship team is having the talent first and foremost, but then managing the minutes of that talent. The Heat, I thought, did a nice job monitoring the minutes of the big three throughout the season and playoffs last year.
Now, here's Chalmers. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Bosch, tries again, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. As you said, Clark, the big three in their prime, but really you want them to just get their work in during the season, not exhaust themselves before they make it to the playoffs.
I thought, Kevin, along those lines, I thought by the end of last season, Miami was exhausted. And once you try to win a 3rd title in a row, the emotional fatigue and exhaustion really becomes a factor. So this is going to be interesting to watch all year.
You know, Miami went to that smaller lineup last season, and a big change in that was having Chris Bosh move over to the 5 spot. Not his natural position, but I thought he held his own both offensively and defensively playing in the middle.
And Miami making a change here. Haslam's checked in. And the second free throw, good. And for Bosh playing the center, Steve, he's giving up some weight out there.
But he's a very smart defender. He avoids fouls, and you know, the way the league is these days, Kevin, most teams play smaller, and Bosh can normally find a center that he can guard without too much trouble. But there are a few matchups around the league that are a problem.
Well, they got the speed and the pressure of that Miami defense. You think they're able to compensate for any lack of size inside by using those other things.
Yeah, that's normally the case against, I would say, the vast majority of the league.
Allen kicks to Chalmers. He dishes it to Bosh, and he makes good on the layup. Bosh has got 7 points in the game.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball, just having their way down low.
Now here's Terry. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Heat have gone 2 or 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Chalmers with it, guarded now by Jason Terry. Allen kicks to Bosh. Pierce with the steal. Right side, Pierce. Allen against Johnson. Pass to Terry. Into Brook Lopez. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lopez has got 4 this quarter.
Well, give credit where credit is due. Terrific assist inside.
Chalmers dishes to Wade. Haslam a screen on Johnson. The drive by Wade.
Wade seems to be slowing down just a touch, and the difficulty as you get older when you're not a great jump shooter, which Wade is not, is that the defenses will back off you. And that's the big challenge now for Dwayne Wade, adjusting to that newer style of defense that he's going to be looking at.
The first free throw is good.
We've seen D. Wade getting it done. He's got 13 points and 1 assist.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Well, he could have done a little better on that trip to the foul line, but he was able to tie this game up.
Rejected by Chalmers, but they'll get another chance. Here's the pass to Lopez. Hits from the high post. Lopez has got 13. And Steve, you go back to the strong output for Dwayne Wade last season for the 4th time. In his career, he averaged over 20 points and 5 rebounds and 5 assists a game. Clark, one of only 4 players in the league last season to hit that mark.
And Kevin, he led all shooting guards in player efficiency rating for the 5th consecutive season. Some might argue, but the numbers speak truth. He's the best shooting guard in the game.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Gentlemen, when you look at the Heat finding the right pieces to build a championship, Shane Battier has been one of those important pieces. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, "From a basketball IQ standpoint, Shane was a perfect match for LeBron. I've never coached 2 players with such high-level basketball IQ." And gentlemen, the Heat have been able to find all the right pieces to build a championship. And Shane Battier has been one of those important pieces.
Certainly a cerebral approach to the game. Much appreciated, Doris. Thank you. And the nation of intimidation right in front of us here, guys, on this overlay. Let's take a moment here for the career leaders in blocks per game. Some giants of the NBA.
Well, that's what you'd expect, right? Mark Eaton, 7'4", Manute Bol, 7'7". I mean, those are specialists right there. And then you have more all-around big guys like Hakeem Olajuwon, David Robinson. And I'll tell you what, if you're averaging around 3 blocks a game, well, that's top tier.
Allen, that's good.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Pass to Pierce. 6 feet out. That drops. Pierce has got his second bucket of the game to go. The Heat have gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Wade against Johnson. Now the feed to Chalmers. Back to Wade. Just 5 on the clock. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Wade's got the game tied up here for the Heat.
He's never going to pass up on a chance like that. Even with just a sliver of daylight, this guy can get to the rim.
Pass to Lopez. Shoots from the block. Misses off the left iron. And Miami shooting so well, the offensive execution has been brilliant. 66% from the field. Johnson against Wade. Dishes to Chalmers. Kicks to Haslam. Garnett with the block. And he gets it back. The Nets have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Terry against Chalmers. Terry kicks to Garnett. Feeds it to Johnson. Rebound by the Heat. Haslam's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's Wade penetrating. Kicks it out to Allen. Chalmers dishes to Wade. Right side Bosch. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Kevin Garnett.
Well, coming off a title last year, you always wonder if a team will maybe relax a little bit. They usually won't admit to it, but Chris Bosh readily said it at times that his team had a difficult time lighting that fire again.
That free throw, no good. Let me go back to what Bosch said. I think that is true for every team, Clark, that comes off a championship, but they usually don't admit it like Bosch did.
Well, you know what? Once you've won it all, there is a bit of a relief and a little malaise that may settle over you, but I've always respected Bosch's candor. He's a guy who doesn't bite his tongue, and he articulates what he feels, and I think it's impressive that they fought back to the finals once more, because that shows they eventually did recapture that fight.
So he comes up empty at the line.
The Nets had a really solid debut season in Brooklyn last year. They made the big move in trading for Joe Johnson, but they also made some small adjustments that paid off for him as well.
Now here's Williams. Johnson outside. Miami grabs the miss. Bosch has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Clark, as you said, a lot of people thought they would just be a top-heavy team with their starters doing a lot of the heavy lifting. But, Steve, they got contributions from all around.
Well, they didn't have big-name players on the bench, but they had some guys like Blotch and Evans who were kind of under the radar, but came in and played very well for this team a year ago. Now, of course, you got big names across the roster for the Nets.
Shane Battier is checked in for the Heat. Norris Cole comes in for Dwayne Wade. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He thinks the use of ball screens against this defense would make a huge difference, and that's what he relayed to his players. He told them also they should be swarming to the basket at the offensive end. He wants a lot of bodies inside. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Brooklyn trailing. Now here's Williams. They need this one, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Did Kevin, something that is right at the top of his skill set is his passing. I mean, he makes some crazy passes, playground stuff, but it's accurate. That's the key. A lot of flair, a lot of flash, but when it leads to a basket, hey, that's the main thing.
And I also want to point out how good he is at positioning himself defensively near the bucket. He knows how to draw a charge.
The first free throw is good.
The Heat have magnificent talent, but even coming off an NBA title, they had never put their name into the conversation of the great teams until last spring when they went on that amazing 27-game winning streak.
Andre Kirilenko's checked in for Paul Pierce. And both free throws good for Williams. And for the Heat, they were staring right at the 72 Lakers win record, and I'm sure everyone remembers, but ultimately they would fall, Steve, to the Bulls after 27 consecutive wins.
Yeah, that streak to me was one of the great feats in NBA history. Winning 27 games in a row in the regular season, so difficult, but it showed you what the Heat were made of. They really were battling every night, and I thought that put them on a great run heading into the playoffs. Rebounds are split just about down the middle in this game, Clark.
I'd venture to guess whichever team is able to maintain that energy level on the glass will have the upper hand the rest of the way.
Battier's shot good.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers, and theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Now here's Williams. 6 points for him. Kirilenko into the lane. Joe Johnson on the wing. 6 to shoot. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Clock is at 3. Here's Williams. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Great look. Disappointing result.
You know, most times he knocks that one down.
James.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up. And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just can't quantify.
You know what? I'm going to quantify it right now, Clark. And this is a close game, and that was something special.
Good try.
And I'll tell you, but guys, listen, I mean, in these types of games, when they start coming your way and you see those opportunities to send a message, I mean, you just simply do it, right?
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Nets trail by 4. Johnson outside. And that one's good. Johnson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
LeBron passes to Anderson. That's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
13 seconds on the shot clock. 13.
On defense, Brooklyn. Battier kicks to James. He feeds it to Cole. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Kirilenko. The dish now to Williams. The pass to Blotch. A steal. Here's Cole. Guarded by Kirilenko. Puts up the baby hook. Nice fake with the layup off the mark.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
And Williams, here we go. And it's sent back by Anderson. And Blotch gets it to go on the assist by Evans. Blotch has got the game tied up here for Brooklyn. And the Heat call time here.
I would think it's safe to say that Andre Blotch grew up as an NBA player last season. His maturity was obvious. He was an impact big when he got minutes, and getting amnestied by Washington might have been the wake-up call that his career needed.
It's Battier on the wing, covered by Evans. It's LeBron with the drive. Chalmers dishes to Battier. 6 to shoot. Chalmers against Johnson, and the basket by Chalmers. And the Heat lead by 2. And to go back, Clark, to Andre Blotch, what a turnaround after being cut loose by the Wizards last season. Arguably the best of his career with Brooklyn.
Well, we knew he had talent all along. I thought a big part of it was motivation and a culture of accountability. Some players are self-starters. Other guys need coaches and teammates to push them. But I thought Blotch probably had his best season yet last year.
.143 left in the first half of the game. Williams passes to Johnson. Johnson left side. Clock at 6. Back to Williams. Now LeBron. He's got 11. Shot from 16. And once more, he gets it. Another bucket from Chalmers.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
Now here's Johnson, 11 feet away. The shot, no good.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
And Chalmers kicks to Battier. No good on the 3.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Williams with the ball. He's picked up by James. Johnson dishes to Williams. Back to Johnson. Lets it go with a 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got his 4th assist in this one. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. LeBron passes to Cole. He kicks it to Battier. Here's Cole. He's guarded by Williams. And it's Cole missing.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Williams kicks to Johnson. Johnson missing again. From deep three-point range, and no good trying to get that one. And we're through 2 here and a good one. Heat lead by 1. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
I'm here with Joe Johnson. And Joe, one of the challenges with having such a deep roster like yours is figuring out everyone's roles in the system. How is the new chemistry coming together with a mix of all-star talent?
We're just trying to feel one another out, and it's a long season, so obviously early in this young season, man, we're just taking our time right now, trying to feel our way through everything, and everything else take care of itself.
There's no doubt it's a process, Joe. Thanks for the time. Guys?
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And a fun game going out in the borough of Brooklyn. Thanks for joining us. The Heat in a tight one against Brooklyn. These guys are known for turning other teams over, and they got some light-fingered players, and this game is no different. Dwayne Wade putting on a clinic against Brooklyn. What he's been able to do from the field has been nothing short of spectacular. Only a select few players in the league can shoot the ball like that. And Brooklyn also having a good first half. The second chance buckets certainly adding up in this one. They pounded the offensive glass. For Brook Lopez, a stellar game, no doubt. He's got 13 points, and his field goal percentage has been great. A lot of high-quality looks. Now let's head back out to the start of the second half. Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke take it away.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
Tremendous output from Johnson. He's got 19 points and a steal.
You just can't find fault with anything he's done here. The effort, the energy, his production, his defense, it's all there.
All hustle, non-stop effort from him all over that 94 by 50-foot box.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half. Haslam and Bosch up front. Chalmers and D-Wade are the guards. And it's James in at the 3-set. Miami with the ball. It's a one-point game. An easy 2 points on the layup. James has got 13 points.
Well, head coach Jason Kidd, that's a phrase I didn't expect to hear this quickly, but Kidd wasted no time. Only a matter of weeks after he announced his retirement as a player, he was named the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets, and it's going to be interesting to see the transition. Kidd, obviously great basketball IQ, so well respected as a person in the league. I think it's just a matter of time before he really finds his footing and becomes an excellent coach.
A chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Kevin, thank you. There was a lot of thought about how the Heat could improve after they lost to the Mavs in the 2011 NBA Finals. Many called for a veteran point guard, but the team felt comfortable with who they had. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, "We felt we had one of the younger point guard tandems in the league that we can build on and offer us championship minutes right now." They grew into that role and were a big part of their back-to-back titles. Spoelstra says they earned it with their hard work, and he couldn't be happier, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And back to Coach Jason Kidd, Clark, a rookie at the coaching profession, but one of the most intelligent and respected point guards over his 19 years in the NBA.
Yeah, always respected as a leader, and his basketball IQ off the charts. So I think he's one of the few guys that could go right from playing to being a successful head coach.
The Nets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Garnett with the screen for Williams. Garnett outside. He dishes it to Pierce. The Nets working the ball around now. And Williams, here we go. And the shot is good. Williams has got 8 points. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Sure has been. I mean, guys, momentum is hard to come by in this one. I mean, it seems like one team gets the lead and then the other one storms right back.
Yeah, that is evidenced by the 8 lead changes we've seen so far.
And the shot is good. 15 points for LeBron.
Perfect on their first 3 shots now. That's the way to start the second half.
It's Williams with the drive. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on Udonis Haslem.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
The Nets had put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
Now, the numbers last year for them at the line, not great. Just 73% free throw shooting as a team.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
Now here's LeBron, 15 points in the game. Right wing. And the call will be against Darren Williams. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And the basket by Chalmers.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
The Nets have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. It's Williams with the drive. Count that one.
Oh, boy, I love watching this guy play. He just lives and breathes the game. Loves to be out on the floor with his guys.
Miami trailing. And Chalmers kicks to Bosch. Puts it up from 15. Can't get it to go. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Johnson dishes to Williams. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And it's Johnson penetrating, and the shot is good.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
The Heat trail by 4. Wade gets a screen from Haslam. Wade gets the bucket. Wade's got 17.
He's fortunate that shot found the bottom of the bucket. It wasn't the highest quality look.
Williams against Chalmers. Williams kicks to Garnett. Outside, Pierce. Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Jason Terry is checked in for Johnson.
Substitution for Nets. Jason Terry.
And Miami has possession, trailing by 2.
Now, this is the second season for the Nets here in Brooklyn. It's amazing how quickly they've made themselves a part of this community. They've tried to capture some of that history from sports in the past. In fact, they have the flagpole from the old Ebbets Field right outside the Barclays Center. Kind of a cool historical connection.
Ray Allen is checked in for Mario Chalmers. Williams kicks to Lopez. And it's Haslam with the rebound. The Heat have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. LeBron passes to Allen. Now Haslam inside. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Nets.
They've been the aggressors, and they've been tougher in the paint all game.
I like the work they've been doing in the low post, too. I mean, we've seen a lot of points coming on the inside all day.
And the first one at the line is good. Haslam hits both of them. Here's Williams, 13 points in the game. Pass to Garnett. Goes up on the wing. Good, he hits the jump shot. Garnett's got 8 points. And now a look to the stands as he tells those fans, let's go.
And they're always listening, Kevin.
They are.
If he's the one doing the talking anyway.
Kind of like when you're doing the talking with us, we're always listening.
Always.
Always.
That's right.
And this will give them a major lift, just like you guys give me a major lift when I hear you talking the way you're talking around the game.
Here is Williams. After the made shot from Dwayne Wade, here's Lopez. That one off the back iron and out. For Miami, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Bosch dishes to Allen. On the wing, James. The Heat rebound. Haslam a screen on Terry. The drive by Wade. The feed to Haslam. Pass to Allen. Pierce against James. 6 on the shot clock. For the lead, Garnett with the block. But they recover it. Wade with it. And Terry picks him up defensively. Tries yet again. And James with the nice bucket inside. LeBron's got 17.
Tell you what, LeBron can absolutely soar in for the finish. I remember last year the alley-oop in the conference finals against Indiana just almost put his head on the rim.
Air freight is a nickname we could dub LeBron James. I mean, he's an unstoppable force and an immovable object. Defensively, the strength, length, mobility. He can wall you up and lock you down and put you away.
Allen against Williams. That's good. Allen's got the lead up to 4 now for the Heat.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Really not hard to argue that Ray Allen is one of the greatest shooters of all time, but with his ability to stay healthy and still contribute, how much longer can he play? I mean, that shot isn't going away anytime soon, fellas.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jason Kidd was saying to his team. He told the huddle they need to go hard to the hoop whenever possible to either draw fouls or get high percentage looks right at the 10. His other point of emphasis was their interior defense, which he insisted they concentrate on. Keep the ball out of the paint, he said. Don't give them anything from close range. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. Miami with the ball. They lead by 4. We talk about the longevity of Ray Allen. He's had some ankle and foot injuries over his career, but his conditioning, Steve, has never been a question.
Never. And his style of play, where he runs defenders around, coming off screens, demands that kind of fitness. Both from him and, of course, whoever's guarding him as well.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Miami.
Well, they're getting into the paint with their penetration, and it's really been key for this club.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, when something works for you, you stay with it. The Heat saw after the 2012 finals that small ball was very effective for them. You can see why they chose to do that, given how hard it is to find a power forward that can match up with LeBron. Makes good sense.
And both free throws good for Anderson. And mismatches really are what make an NBA offense go at times. Not only can Miami overpower you, Steve, you know, with their sheer talent at times, but if you're trying to guard a perimeter player with a big, you're going to be in trouble.
Well, some people still see small ball as a gimmick, but, you know, for Miami, it's different because you've got LeBron James playing the power forward. But it's not really small ball. He can rebound, he can defend, he can do everything. And so the Heat become a nightmare to guard at the other end, and you can rarely take advantage of them offensively.
Reggie Evans, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
Substitution for the Nets, Reggie Evans.
They need this. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Blotch.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They got a battle inside.
Well, this game has been tough, Clark. I mean, they're getting after it, and I think they're starting to run a little bit low on energy, possibly.
The Nets have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. It's Williams with the drive. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got his third rebound tonight.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
And they've needed every one of those rebounds. I think that's what's put them in front here.
Terry kicks to Williams. Pass to Blotch. Terry outside. Clock at 4. There's the 3. Miami grabs the miss.
Boy, in the film session, they'll say that was a well-challenged shot.
The shot by Wade, no good. Nets trail by 8. Terry, the pass to Blotch. Allen against Williams. Here's Kirilenko. And again, it's the Nets missing.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
And Blatch sends it back. Here's Cole. He's got 6. Here's Wade. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. Wade's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Williams kicks over to Blatch. Outside Kirilenko. Shoots from the elbow. And he knocks down the jumper. Kirilenko's got 6. The Heat leading by 8. Cole dishes to Anderson. Kicks it to Wade. Back to Anderson. Wade on the wing. To the right side. Cole, the pass to Allen. High post shot. Brooklyn with the rebound. Blatch has got his 4th rebound in this one. Nets shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points. You know, Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra worked his way up from the very bottom in that organization. I mean, he got his start as a video coordinator, and through years of hard work and dedication has really become an outstanding coach.
Nets trail by 8. Outside Williams to the left side wing. Blatch sets the pick for Williams. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Wade. Here's Cole. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got his 4th assist in this one. And back to Coach Eric Spoelstra as a guy who got his start as a video coordinator, picking the game apart. Steve, he's very comfortable with the new advanced stat movement, analytics in the NBA.
Yeah, and I've had a chance to speak with him quite a bit. He says that the way they use advanced stats is just as a conversation piece in the coaching room. Their analytics department will bring them various information, and it will force them to ask questions, which is very healthy for a coaching staff to do.
Chris Bosh has checked in for Miami. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Kirilenko. Here's Cole. He's guarded by Williams. 26 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Shots good by Bosh.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists.
And here is Williams. 15 points in the game. Johnson outside. Johnson right side. And he gets it to go. Johnson's got 4 this quarter.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Cole. The shot will not go. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Miami ahead. They lead by 8. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Heat leading by 8. The front court trio of Pierce, Garnett, and Brook Lopez. Jaren Williams and Joe Johnson at the 1 and 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now here's Bosh. It's Battier on the wing. Back to Bosh. 6 on the shot clock. James in the post. Pierce covering, and he gets it to go. And that's 19 points for LeBron.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
Johnson kicks to Williams. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. Johnson outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Johnson's got 26.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Well, it took them a while, but they're finally starting to get some rhythm offensively on the outside.
Chalmers with it. Williams picks him up. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, the new home for the Nets last season, as they moved over from New Jersey to Brooklyn, they must have loved their new digs because they were fantastic in front of this Brooklyn crowd last season. 26-15 here.
And that one falls for Bosh. Clark, you're right. The Nets are making a good impression here, as you were saying. Always good for a team to open up a new arena with a strong record at all.
And what a great stadium, guys. The Barclays Center, one of the best looking floors in the NBA. Great design all around. And even on the outside, when you walk up to the arena here in Brooklyn, it's just a beautiful atmosphere.
Both good from the line that time.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable and relaxed, and everything goes in the hoop.
And it's Johnson penetrating. Misses from close range.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Yeah, not giving up too many second chance opportunities, which is always important, and that's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now.
Williams against Chalmers. Williams dishes to Johnson. Lets it go from 14. It's hauled in by LeBron. The Heat leading by 11. Here's Chalmers. Another shot. Cannot hit. Excellent D there from Garnett. Williams against Allen. It's Williams with the drive. And that one's drained from the low block. Williams has got 11 in the second half. Here's Chalmers. Dishes to Bosh. Shot clock at 6. Here's Haslam, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
That sort of epitomized this game, guys. One team going all out, getting rebounds and putbacks, and the other team just dragging.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Well, they're getting way too many easy shots in the paint. So this timeout is specifically for that reason. You got to tighten up the defense and start to make it harder for that offensive team.
I know it's easier said than done, but right now it just doesn't seem like the necessary effort is there.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hi, Kevin. Jason Kidd was just going over the plan with his team. He got after them and told them to turn up the intensity, saying, we've put ourselves in a corner, and now we've got to fight our way out. Show me what you have. Let's see if we've got what it takes, guys.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
Here's the pass to Garnett. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, you know, when Rajon Rondo went down last season and the Celtics looked to be out of any title contention, Kevin Garnett, guys, became a very hot topic on the trade market. And with his ability and experience, that should be no surprise.
First free throw is good. You talked about what Garnett can bring to a team. He's still an impactful player. Offensively, a deadly jump shooter. He reached 25,000 points last season with Boston. Also a great passer.
But it's defensively where he really makes his mark. One of the best defensive forwards I think the league has ever seen. His ability to communicate, to guard pick and roll, to switch out onto point guards and stay in front of them. And then the intensity, the intangible that he brings to your club.
Garnett having a good one. He's got 10 points and 4 block shots.
Well, his offense has matched his defense today. He's been excellent on both ends.
Steve, exactly right. You can't say enough about the overall job he's been doing.
And the Nets miss again. Miami leading by 9. Chalmers with it. Feeds to LeBron. LeBron gets the screen from Haslam. Back to Chalmers. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's Wade with the jam.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
The Nets have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Chalmers against Williams. Garnett left side. Outside Pierce. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And stolen by LeBron. And the basket by Chalmers. And the Heat lead by 13.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
There's the dish to Johnson. Shoots from the baseline, and he gets it to go. Johnson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Bosh, a screen on Pierce. And Chalmers kicks to Bosh. The shot no good. Good D by Lopez. The Nets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's Williams. Misses off the right iron. The Heat leading by 11. And the pass to LeBron. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. And that's 21 points for LeBron. Over to the left wing. Pierce against James. Pierce, good.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
And the Heat call time here.
You know, you look at Paul Pierce and his body doesn't speak strength because he doesn't have a ton of definition, but you watch him finish against bigger players on a consistent basis. It's not until you bump into him that you recognize how power-packed he is and how strong he is.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He said to his guys, let's get serious about driving the lane and putting pressure on their interior defenders. That's where he sees the soft spot in this defense. Guys, they're operating under the principle that it's never too late to fine-tune the game plan. Kevin, over to you.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Here's Chalmers. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Knocks it loose. The open shot, Lopez. Garnett tipped back in for 2. Garnett's got 10 points in just the second half.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
But that's the way you've got to go. If you have good position, you've got to get after it and go for that second chance opportunity.
Now here's James. Three-pointer. Wade. Offensive rebound. And there's the call on Bosh. That's foul number 2 for him. Nets trail by 9. Outside Williams. He feeds it to Johnson. Back to Williams. He kicks it to Lopez. Good on the shot. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
Well, both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll.
Now here's LeBron. LeBron is doubled. Wade drives in. Shot clock at 6. LeBron gets to Haslem. And he gets it to go. And the Heat lead by 9. The Nets have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Williams dishes to Lopez. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Take a look at what Williams has done. He's got 17 points and 6 assists. His success in the assist department is carried over to the free throw line.
Yeah, Clark, he's had a very steady hand from that line, and it's been an impressive all-around night.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. The Heat leading by 8. And Chalmers kicks to Haslem. Wade against Johnson. The drive by Wade. LeBron outside. From the baseline. Another miss by Wade.
That's his comfort zone, so defensively, really nice job challenging the shot.
Puts one up from 19. The shot by Pierce will not go.
You gotta like the defense not quitting on the play and getting a hand in the face.
Sure do. With a tough defender breathing down your neck, that makes it not an easy shot.
And the basket by Chalmers.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Johnson attacking. Here's Lopez. Bosch with some nice D. Miami's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. James with it. He's picked up by Lopez. James, the pass to Chalmers. Wade outside. Just 5 to shoot. LeBron can't get it to go.
Very little success for him behind the arc today. Just 1 3-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
The Heat leading by 8. Now, here's Chalmers. Here's Haslem. And the shot is good. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. The Nets have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. Johnson dishes to Lopez. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. And that's now 17 points for Brook Lopez. LeBron outside. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's Wade with the jam.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Timeout called the Nets.
Well, they were getting tired out there. A quick timeout gives them an opportunity to catch their breath.
Bosch against Lopez. Outside Williams. And it's Brooklyn scoring again. The Heat leading by 8. Wade kicks to LeBron. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
LeBron giving him lots of trouble. He's got 21 points, and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision, Clark, has been phenomenal. I mean, he could not be passing the ball any better than he is right now.
The free throw drops for James. Both good from the line that time. Now Johnson. Lets the 3 fly. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Tell you what, he's had an excellent game, and they're going to have to continue to rely on him if they're going to come back.
Bosch, that's the pick for LeBron.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Clark. That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one.
Now here's Pierce.
2 minutes.
Lopez inside, working on Bosch. Johnson's shot is off.
Just an enormous advantage for them on the boards.
Guys, the key to the lead, to me, has been they've dominated the glass. It's that simple.
That's good, and the Heat lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Lopez.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
Now here is Haslem. .131 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Wade. 6 to shoot. And the layup falls. Wade's got 12 points in just the second half.
They've built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
Well, he's been splashing everything today.
Timeout called, the Nets. They're trailing by 9. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter. Williams against Chalmers. Williams passes to Lopez. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got his 8th assist in the game.
Tell you what, he's been zeroed in on the hoop all quarter long, making big shots.
Now here's Wade. Here's Haslem. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Heat lead by 9. For the Nets, this one not looking good. Williams dishes to Lopez. And the shot is good.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter. And just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
Miami's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And Chalmers kicks to Haslem. And he gets it to go.
Well, this is going to seal the deal. They've really exploded here to the finish line.
You know, once they sniffed out that blood in the water, the killer instinct came right out.
Good.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him. And on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
Now, here's Chalmers. Garnett with the block. They retain possession.
And I think this is going to be too much to overcome, Clark. What do you think?
All the sand in the hourglass is gone, and I agree with you.
And that one's good.
You know, he's got a quick trigger from that range when he senses that the defense has backed off.
And Miami shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. And now they decide to foul intentionally. .19 seconds left in the game. Wade gets the bucket.
And tack on a few more points to the lead. Why not? I suppose this is an emphatic showing for this club.
And, Steve, they did it in style, a beatdown the entire way.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They trail by 7. There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, talk all they want, but I just don't see a way for them to get back into the game here.
You know what? I don't know if there's a 10-point play out there, and that being the case, this one is finished, over.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
Here's Allen, and now they decide to foul intentionally. Gets the first, that increases their lead to 6, and a new group in for the Heat. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game. Now here's Williams. Johnson outside. From deep three-point range, misses there. And so it's Miami winning this one. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
LeBron, you've talked about the team playing Miami Heat basketball, and that being the key right now for you guys. How do you assess this win?
We showed up, and we played some good basketball. A little rough to start when the crowd got into it, but after that we really got some Miami Heat basketball and got to go rolling.
Thank you so much, LeBron. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that.